Good Sunday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. This is your pick a pile or pick a dice card reveal. So we had pile 1, dice 6, pile 2, dice 2, pile 3, dice 15, pile 4, dice 10. So if you are new here, sit back, relax, breathe, tune in, pick your deck. We'll be right back with the reveal for pile 1, dice 6. Okay, welcome back. So if you've chosen pile 1 or dice number 6, we are going to go into first what the number 6 means in regards to angel numbers or spirit numbers. So number 6 is related to the vibrations and energies of unconditional love, balance, and harmony, home and family, parenthood, guardianship, service to others, selflessness, responsibility, nurturing, caring, empathy and sympathy, self-sacrifice, humanitarian, the ability to compromise, emotional depth, honesty, and integrity. Angel number 6 brings a message from the angels to keep a balance between your material goals and aspirations and your spiritual inner self. Respect yourself and others by taking responsibility for your own life and be honest and fair in all of your dealings. Be grateful for what you have already, and an attitude of gratitude encourages further positive abundance in your life. So that is the meaning of the number 6 in regards to angel spirit numbers. So we're going to move these aside and see what our first card is. So the first card is Starfish Spirit. Be open to infinite possibilities. So the Starfish Spirit is asking you to not be so closed off to opportunities and possibilities that may be coming your way. Be a little bit more open in regards to going with the flow. As you can see in the picture, the starfish is pretty open. There is no resistance here to the flow or the movement of the water or the current that the starfish is in. And the starfish is open to anything and everything that comes below or above. So there is no resistance here. There is no trying to force anything to happen. There isn't any trying to harness the power or harness the energy of these infinite possibilities or opportunities. It's all about going with the flow and allowing whatever needs to happen to happen. You have Dragon, which is the power, and Secret Spring, which is about success. So a lot of you know that when we are open to that infinite possibility around us, it is then that we are open to the power within self, to the success around self. So as we can see in the Secret Spring picture, there's this fairy, and even though she has wings that are illuminated, and even though she can fly, she also has this little boat with a lantern on the front of it, and there are thousands of fireflies around her with a crescent moon in the background. And she has all of this abundant of light around her, showing her, guiding her the way to success, guiding her to the opportunities of infinite possibilities and infinite opportunities that she can fly into, sail into, hop into, or whatever the case may be in your position. And the Dragon card, even though this is this ominous background, she feels comfortable enough in her power to be able to sleep in this forest and not worry about anything that may go bump in the night, right? She sits in, stands in, lays in her own power, and she knows that she is protected by ancestors or by spirit or by source or by the elements that she associates with. So just in the first three cards, this is about you standing in your power, you owning it, and you being open to infinite possibilities and opportunities, and allowing that beacon of light within yourself or from spirit or source to guide you to a time of success, just by you being open to the energy around you, and just by you being open to the power within, just by you standing in that power. That's success already. That is success already. She's dipping her toes in this infinite possibility of success, and she's open to whatever is coming her way. So you have the Six of Summer, which is the goose, and the goose is all about taking care of the important parts of your life, the important people in your life, the important opportunities in your life, taking care of, if you don't have children, that child from within, right? Doing something nice and being in that attitude of gratitude. The goose is all about old memories being healed, perhaps someone from your past coming back in. It is also about reliving dreams that you never thought were possible. And I think that being open to that infinite possibility and the power and success, that gives you the goose, the Six of Summer, gives you that opportunity of, as you stand in your success and as you are open to the infinite possibilities around you, and as you're open to the power of both, it gives you the opportunity to step into things that may be coming back around in your life that you thought were lost, right? Be it childhood dreams, or meeting together with friends, or stepping into this time of closing chapters, closing old doors for the infinite possibility of new doors opening around you. So then we have the Ten of Winter, and that's the Siberian Husky. And this is the end of a project or a relationship or a path. And I kind of feel that in one way it brings this feeling of joy, but in another way it brings this feeling of sadness. And I think this is also the closing, as I said here in the Six of Summer, the closing of one chapter. By completing, finishing, or releasing something from the past, you're able to close that door and step into new changes and moving forward. We also have the Five of Autumn, and the Five of Autumn is focusing on the negative of all of that closure that is happening in the beginning, right? So even though we have these endless possibilities, and even though we are stepping into our power and moving towards success, and even though doors are closing and new things are opening, and even though we're sitting in this attitude of gratitude, and even though we are moving into a time of opportunity and fortune, and even though we are closing doors and ending cycles, we are still focusing on the negative. We are still worrying about the the closing of the doors and the lack that feels like in our lives, if that makes sense. So when we are in this opportunity of change, and we need to let things go in order for other doors to open and new energy to start flowing, we then realize that there are things in our lives that we have to let go of. We can no longer carry that energy around. We can no longer carry around the energy from the past. We can no longer carry around things that that no longer serve us, which is why we are stepping out or transitioning into a new time. But then we get very emotional about it, about the loss, about the releasing, about the letting go, about the uncertainty of what we're losing and what we're releasing and what we're letting go, right? This is fertility here. This is abundance. This is new things coming in, right? This is you standing in your power. This is you going with the flow and releasing control and releasing the desire to want to navigate this energy. And this is you stepping into a time of success. So the energy of being sad about that, the energy of being upset about that, it contradicts the energy of releasing and letting go and closing old doors. And as we're stepping into this time of power and success, we don't want to contradict those feelings of happiness and success and closing doors and moving forward and taking control of the opportunity to close these new doors, right? And there is no reason to get into a mindset of disappointment or fear due to what's changing, because the change has the opportunity to bring you a brighter future, right? So if we're worrying about doors closing, people coming into our lives to complete cycles and then leaving again because that cycle is completed and we've went through what we had to go through in order to complete that cycle. If we're sitting in this energy of focusing on the negative, then that is not conducive with what is already here, this power of change. So we have the 10 of Cups, we have the Empress, we have the Magician, Jesus, and we have the Emperor. So you're stepping into this, so you understand the negativity that focusing on the negative brings, right? So you understand that there has to be this time of removing yourself from this energy of unhappiness or uncertainty, or this energy of fear about the changes that are coming, right? You understand that you have to be more focused on the power and the success and the infinite possibilities and the releasing and letting go than you are focused on the change and the fear that comes with the change, right? So you understand that you have to step into this time of the Magician, this starting off on a new path, this giving in to the resistance. We have wings spread here and wings spread here with the Empress and the Magician. So I feel that you are getting very close to this time of stepping into your own power and relinquishing the control that you feel that you need to have over this infinite possibility as a whole, right? And you understand that by trying to harness and navigate it, that it isn't going to work as it isn't going to work. I'm not going to say as well as you thought it did, because you understand that, I think you're coming to the understanding that by trying to control the uncontrollable, or by trying to harness the energy of change and harness it to where you desire it to be as opposed to where spirit desires it to be, it doesn't work. And by trying that, it puts us in this fear of change, and it puts us in this fear of uncertainty. And by stepping into that divine masculine and feminine, you have this opportunity to bring to step out of the emotional uncertainty and bring a sense of change to your relationships, positive changes to your relationships. You're planting seeds, right? The Magician starts it all off by saying, I give in to the resistance. The Empress flies overhead and she's dropping seeds like little, atom bombs or atomic bombs all over the place, and they're penetrating the ground and they're taking hold. And the Emperor sets it all into motion by taking control and taking charge and not allowing you to go back into this mindset of uncertainty or fear or complacency or stagnation or doubt or feelings of unworthiness. So you have a lot of big power here. Pile number 1, dice number 6. And when I go back to reading that what number 6 means, it talked about the vibration of unconditional love. It talked about balance. It talked about harmony. It talked about home and family. It talked about understanding the balance between material goals and aspirations in your spiritual inner self. It talked about respecting others by taking responsibility and not blaming others for that lack of, for that, not lack of, but, well, yes, the lack of confidence, and not blaming others for the fear of change or the constant negative worrying and the energy that comes into that, right? So this is, again, all about you stepping into your power, taking responsibility for your own life, and being honest and fair. And we talked about that attitude of gratitude, which encourages positive energy and abundance to continue to flow throughout this change, this transformation. So pretty much I feel what you're being guided to do here, pile number 1, dice number 6, is to stand in a place of gratitude and stepping away from the desire to have so much control over your path, and to allow yourself to go with the flow and to be less resistant to change. And when change does come and you are less resistant to it, don't fall into the negativity or the fear of the change that is around you. Don't fall into the uncertainty or the undeserving feelings or the unworthiness feelings that could happen when all of this abundance and prosperity and success and power starts to generate inside of yourself, and not only on the outside, but being able to visually see it. And understand, please, that even the small wins are huge wins. Even the tiniest success is huge for you, because I feel that being as open as you are being guided to be is very difficult for you. I feel like being open to infinite possibilities and stepping into your power that leads to success, and you taking the reins here, is very difficult for you to do. I feel that in your situation, you've had way too many people in your life tell you that you can't, that you took that as gospel, and you feel that you can't. And now that you can, and now that you have the opportunity to do this, it's very hard for you to shift gears into a mindset of I can't to yes, I can. Start it off with telling yourself every morning that yes, I can. I can step in my own power. I can be open to infinite possibilities. I can be open to success. I can be open to new ways of loving myself and allowing others to love me. I can take the reins to my own path. I can allow myself to release control. I can step out of that mindset of negativity and fear. I can accept people coming back in from my past, and then letting go of that energy and resolving what needs to be resolved, and then releasing that, letting that go, closing that door, and then starting anew for myself and my family, and where, if you have a family, yourself, period, and your family if you have a family, because this change doesn't just mean change for you. It means change for your family, because we have the Ten of Cups here. It's a wonderful family, beautiful relationship. And we have the Empress and Emperor. So you could be, you could have a significant other who is more than welcome to embrace this change with you and go on this journey with you. Go on this journey of, I mean, perhaps they have a mindset like yours, and it's that fear of change or infinite possibility or stepping into your own power or success and they're more than happy to go on this journey with you. And it's a journey of finding not only letting go and releasing and closure from the past, but it's also a journey of finding oneself, right? Finding yourself. The last card we have here is compassion, and it's Archangel Zagiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all people involved, including yourself. So showing compassion and love for yourself and allowing yourself to grow and allowing yourself to see this infinite possibility of change, of success, and of power around you. Thank you so very much, pile number one, or pile number one, or dice number 6, for allowing me to do this reading for you today. And until next time, sending you so much love and light. Know love, be love, give love. Bye. Okay, pile and dice number 2. Those of you that are looking at this, the dice are clear. So I assure you that's 2 and not 5. So that's dice number 2. All right. So the angel attributes to dice number 2 are: angel number 2 resonates with the vibration and attributes of service and duty, balance and harmony, adaptability and diplomacy, cooperation and consideration, receptivity and love. Number 2 also relates to partnerships and relationships, intuition and insight, faith and trust, and your divine life purpose and soul mission. Angel number 2 is a message to have courage, faith, and trust in the angels and the universal energies as the answers to your prayers are manifesting for you. Although it may not be obvious just yet, it may be a test of your patience, but rest assured that all will come to pass in the divine right time. Angel number 2 may also be a message to display compassion, diplomacy, consideration, and adaptability as you passionately serve others in your day-to-day life. Your angels are encouraging you to pursue your life's purpose and soul mission with faith and trust in the divine. Angel number 2 also encourages you to be diplomatic, cooperative, and loving when relating to others. So my darlings, that is dice number 2. So let's see what your card is. So you have the snake spirit, and this is all about healing. Healing physically, healing emotionally, healing spiritually. So in order to, as angel number 2 says, to follow that divine purpose of life, that divine path, we must first heal from whatever has been holding us back. And I feel that you may have been deceived or hurt or abused mentally, emotionally, physically by others, and there may be this inability to truly trust. And I see that this card is 55, and 5 and 5 is 10, and 10 is coming into a time of transformation, moving into a time of transition and out of the energy of the past, out of the energy of hurt, out of the energy of pain. We have here old spirit, wisdom, and the thicket of the thorns, uncertainty. So I kind of feel that you question yourself a lot when it comes to how wise you truly are. And I feel like you question yourself a lot when it comes to if healing can be truly healing for you, if healing can be truly transformational for you. But look at that uncertainty card. Look as she goes deeper and deeper into the forest. You see first coming into the thicket of the thorns, and then as she goes deeper and deeper in, it gets brighter and brighter. There's a deer. There are three butterflies, and it gets brighter, and it gets more. It feels like more growth, more understanding of self, being more open and being more aware. So I also feel with the owl spirit card that the owl may resonate with you as a spirit animal or a spiritual creature or on a totem even. And you may find a lot of your wisdom in the forest or in the woods or in the mountains. And I, I also feel that it's been quite some time since you've grounded or connected with your I want to say wisdom side, but I kind of feel that there's another name for it, right? And I know your wisdom side may sound odd, but I think you understand what I'm saying. It's been quite a while since you stepped into the power of your wisdom, stepped into the power of your ancestors, stepped into the power of the divine, because of second guessing yourself, because of being uncertain if you can trust people, because of being uncertain if you can trust yourself. And most of all, and I mean this with all respect, being uncertain if you can truly trust spirit, source, and the divine, because you've been through so much shit that you have to heal from. I believe more times than not, you have yelled out, "Why have you forsaken me? Why have you abandoned me? Why haven't I felt you around me? Why do I go through all of this shit if you're supposed to be the one who guides me through this? Why? I also want to point out this. The Owl of the Spirit Wisdom card is 27. 7 and 2 is 8. The Thicket of the Thorn is 43, and that is 7. So I kind of feel, no, I'm sorry, this is 27. That's 9. That's 8. So 8, 9, 10. 6, 7. What am I talking about? 7, 9, and I can't do math. Either way, this is a journey for you. This is a journey of first being uncertain, but knowing that the opportunity of transformation lies before you. Then it's you stepping into your wisdom, going through this transformational time of healing and trusting again in source and spirit. So we have the dreamer, and that's the fool, and that is starting on a new adventure and being free and keeping the faith. And I think that the owl card is a little bit of that too, being no longer resistance to the change, no longer resistance to the um, transformation around you. And I'm going to put this here because how many butterflies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 butterflies, and then we have 3. Oh, and guess what 7 and 3 is? Well, 10. So I can sort of do math. And 7 and 3 is 10, and it leads back to a time of healing, a time of starting over, a time of taking only what you need on this journey of healing, only what you need on this journey of abundance, only what you need on this journey of adventure, and taking that leap of faith, moving forward into the unknown, and allowing yourself time and space to heal. And then we have the Princess of Autumn. And this is coming into a time or an opportunity to work on yourself, be it educating yourself in regards to how to go forward with your healing, how to tap into source and spirit again, going back to school, congratulating yourself for taking this time, taking this opportunity for this new adventure, no longer being uncertain about your transformational process and your healing process. And then we have the world, which has another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 butterflies. And we also have a wand and a baton. And this is successfully accomplishing this change, except successfully accomplishing this transformation, stepping into a time of balance, a time of I want to say, what is that word? A solid foundation, stepping into a time of success and winning and so much growth. And I just want to point out here that behind the beautiful fairy and the owl spirit card, behind the corgi and the dreamer card, and around the sheepdog and the world card, there's growth here. There's abundance here. Even the water that the doggy is jumping over in the dreamer card is still. So this isn't going to be some sort of emotional uncertainty with you. This is really going to be a time of you going back to the basics, learning, educating, healing, stepping back into the connection with spirit and source and your ancestors. And did I mention balance? I think I did mention balance. Balancing the healing, balancing the learning. And I think the two kind of go hand in hand for you at this time. Learning something new, starting a new career, but it all starts with healing and you connecting back to the wisdom within, you connecting back to your ancestors, you connecting back to spirit and source, or your gods or goddesses or God or whomever it is that you resonate with, whomever it is that you pray to, meditate to, or worship. The dreamer card is about stepping in and really going forward and taking this opportunity. And it has been at the back of your mind for quite some time. And I feel it now enveloping you. And so it goes very quickly from the back of your mind to the forefront. And it totally becomes something that you become very much invested in. And you have this opportunity to bring passion and balance to this path, right? So you're going through the healing process, you're tapping into spirit and source, you're learning new things, you're expressing new things, you're speaking your truth, you are closing old doors, opening new ones, stepping further into a time of certainty and a time of gratitude and a time of love and a time of balance and a time of appreciation. And as the number 2 says, that this is all about balance and harmony and adaptability. This is all about trusting in your angels and the universal energies for the answers that you're seeking. It's about meditation and manifestation. It's all about patience here. It's all about you coming into this again at the right time, and this is divinely timed. This is also about compassion and diplomacy. Your angels and guides and God and goddesses or whoever you associate with, encouraging you to pursue your life purpose and your soul mission. Be diplomatic and cooperative with this relationship with you and yourself and spirit and everything that goes with it. There will be a time that you will, and I want to point out the wings being spread here from the King of Pentacles to the Owl Spirit, a time of you just going with the flow and you manifesting and you in a time of balance and in a time of abundance, your cup running over with so much love and light and peace and growth, and you drinking from that cup and you absorbing the love and the energy that all of that brings. and then stepping into a new time of abundance and prosperity. I think for a long time you have held yourself back from doing what you've always wanted to do. Held yourself back from learning, held yourself back from stepping out of the box, held yourself back from enjoying the ride, enjoying the adventures. And I very much think that as much as I worry myself and complain about the journey, I think it's the adventure is what makes everything worth it. The craziness that we go through, it's the adventure of getting to this point to where you are so open with source and spirit, that you were so open of accepting this time of renewal and releasing, accepting this new adventure, this new opportunity, accepting the doors are opening and doors are closing around you, accepting the wisdom of your ancestors and spirit and source, accepting this time of uncertainty but moving through it anyway, and being very much in balance with everything. We have the last card is All Is Well. It's Archangel Jamriel. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. And I think that hidden blessing, there was something on my floor I've never seen before. I don't know where it came from or how it got there, but it's very weird that it is. And I didn't put it there, and that's weird. So I'm just going to throw it right there. That all is well, and that, you know what? I'm going to show you what it is, because for some reason I kind of think it goes. You know how you complete an obstacle, or you have something to do, or maybe you're planting seed. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm telling you this to be true. I just planted some seeds today in my garden, and these showed up on my floor. These are the little things that you write what you're planting, and then you stick them in the little seed pot, right? So I'm going to use this for you. If you are planting seeds of desire, things that you want to accomplish in your life, things that you want to achieve, you write it down on here and stick it up on a vision board, right? I want to go back to school. Bam, vision board. I want to move through this time of uncertainty. Bam, vision board. I want to go through this time, or in this new adventure, with happiness and joy, and be able to run free and be able to experience life the way it should. That isn't enough room on there, so you're going to have to write it front and back. I want to connect with my ancestors. I want to step into a time of happiness and gratitude and faith and all of this. Again, I can't say this enough, but all of this starts with healing. All of this starts with healing from the past, healing from uncertain times, healing from the emotional abuse, or the psychological abuse, or the physical abuse, or the spiritual abuse. And yes, there are such things as spiritual abuse that you've dealt with, or any type of other abuse that you've dealt with all your life. And all of that abuse have made you very uncertain about who you are and the power and the wisdom within yourself. And it is time to nip that shit in the bud, because there is so much transformation here. So much transformation here. And I think you're ready to step into this time of transformation. It may be a little scary, and it may be a little bit uncertain, but baby steps. Baby steps. Just baby steps. You're thinking about going back to school. You're thinking about stepping into a time of new opportunities. Baby steps. You don't have to rush anything. You don't have to rush anything, and nothing is set in stone. If you don't like the way one path is working for you, come back, reset, walk another path. All is well. Everything is as it should be. You're stepping into a time of manifestation. You are so, we have balance here, balance here, and balance here. So you're stepping into this time of balance and stability. But it all starts with you. I want to say that it all starts with you. Tapping into that wisdom, moving past that uncertainty, going back to school, the healing, the closing old doors, the peeling off old wounds, the starting a new adventure, the accepting the cup that runneth over, the everything you touch turns to abundance, the new financial opportunities, the time of balance. It all starts with you. It all starts with you. Get back out into nature. Get back to grounding yourself. Start tapping into spirit. It's not spirit's fault that you have felt alone. You get what you think about, and if you feel alone and if you feel abandoned, that's all in your head, babe. Spirit has abandoned you. They're right there by your side, right there by your side as they've been all your life. And you know that. It was just that it was just the energy and the confirmation from people who didn't give a shit about you that made you believe that spirit has abandoned you. Spirit is right there where spirit has always been. Don't blame spirit for you accepting the words of others because they convinced you that their word was truth or their word was gospel. Not even close. Spirit is so much around you and so ready to start guiding you down this path of healing, stepping into a time of certainty, getting back connected with that co-creation relationship with spirit, and right there by your side as you take this adventure. Know love, be love, give love, and know that you're divinely guided and loved. And until next time, take care of you. All right. Good morning, pile 3, number 15. So we are going to read what angel number 15 is before we step into the cards themselves. So angel number 15 is a blend of the vibration of the number 1 and 5. Number 1 relates to new beginnings, activity, assertiveness, tendencies, achievements, and success. Number 5 resonates with the attribute of making life choices, important changes, adaptability, versatility, resourcefulness, motivation, and idealism. Number 5 also relates to doing things your own way. Number 15 tells of independence, sensitivity, creativity, teaching others, and the energy of love. Number 15 is a message from your angels that your ideas and thoughts are prompting you to make so much needed changes in your life. Your angels are encouraging you and guiding you to make positive life choices and are supporting you throughout this transition. Have no fear about making these life changes, as in the long term they will prove to be of great benefit to you and others. You will be ridding yourself of old resistance and constraints, and will be making room for the new to enter your life. Angel number 15 is the message to keep your thoughts and actions focused upon your goals and aspirations in order to manifest your highest ideals. Use positive affirmations and visualization in order to keep your outlook bright and receptive. Angel number 15 is also a message to use your intuitive and personal tenacity when making choices. When making choices that concern your own well-being and life path, as only you know your true heart's desire. You have the inner wisdom, talent, and ability to achieve all that you strive to. And because 5 and 1 is 6, we're going to read a little bit about angel number 6. Angel number 6 brings a message from the angels to keep a balance between your material goals and aspirations and your spiritual inner self. Respect yourself and others by taking responsibility for your own life and be honest and fair in all your dealings. Be grateful for what you already have, as an attitude of gratitude encourages further positive abundance in your life. If you've chose this one, you probably were thinking about pile number 1, which also had dice number 6. So this is 15. We're going to move that to the side. And your first card is the Moth Spirit. It's all about surrendering. It's all about being open to change, resisting the desire to resist change. And as this surrender happens, there is this beautiful feeling of transformation, of enlightenment. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the beautiful imagery here of the forest temple. So this is about going someplace where you feel connected to source and spirit, that puts you in your heart center, which is where this beautiful fairy is here. And this forest temple, or whatever it is for you, is a place that allows you to connect to spirit, to source. It allows you to open up, open up your heart to this, open up your heart to surrendering, open up your heart to the transformation energies around you. And then we have the beautiful butterfly spirit. I mean, look at this. There's this beautiful clamshell, the pearl in the background. So I feel like with this imagery that you have been through a lot in order to try to step into this energy of transformation. And it's been a very difficult time for you. You've been through some serious shit. And it's been very difficult for you to step into that energy of surrender in order to transform. The reason why, and what I feel like, is that you're trying to go from here to here and missing the step of grounding, of putting yourself in a place of contemplation. So you're trying to go from, okay, I surrender, I'm open to the change, I'm open to the transformation, but you haven't done any healing, you haven't done any retrospection, you haven't gone within, you haven't done any you haven't thought about your life. You haven't thought about how you got here. You haven't thought about what you got to release and let go in order to step into this time of surrender now and transformation, right? There has to be this, and I know it may sound weird, and I get it, right? Because we all go, okay, so I surrender to the feeling of transformation. I surrender to it. Okay, I'm ready for it. I surrender. I'm open to the flow. I spread my wings. I'm non-resistant. I'm open to the flow. But if we still have a not very healthy relationship with ourselves, right? If we are still holding on to past relationships and past situations and past heartbreaks and heartaches and feelings of unworthiness and doubt and uncertainty, if we're still holding on to all of that and we haven't allowed ourselves to step in this energy of enlightenment, to step in that heart space, to forgive ourselves, to forgive others, to let go, to move forward, then your time in this transformational energy is going to be very short-lived. Right? There's a lot of self-work that we have to do in order to truly surrender to transformation. So we have the Five of Winter, and the Five of Winter talks about that your current path isn't leading you towards the happiest possible outcome. So there has to be this time of change. There has to be this time of change, of surrendering, of forgiving yourself and releasing the past, and then coming into a time of transformation. I want to say be very careful with the people that you spend your time with. And I like this because the winds of change are coming. It's just that there seems to be a little bit of resistance to it, right? So why not just let it happen? Why, instead of resisting to this change, to this surrender, to this transformation, start on healing with yourself first. Start on letting go and releasing, right? You can talk all day long about, yeah, I've surrendered and I've said, Jesus, take the wheel, or Spirit, take the wheel because I'm ready for this transformation. But if someone says something to you that is triggering you, or if someone says something to you to where you're constantly defending yourself, or if someone says something to you that has you yelling and screaming and cursing the name of the gods because they've said something that doesn't resonate with you, or that has hit a nerve, then that's not you truly surrendering to the transformation. That's you saying, I surrender to the transformation, but still being stuck in that same old headspace and heart space. And you haven't really stepped into a time of enlightenment or forgiveness or healing or forgiving others or releasing the past. So think about that a little bit. So we have then the King of Spring. Now is the time to step up in a leadership role. And don't back away from this time of enlightenment. It says don't back away from the spotlight. And look what we have here. Look, this beautiful spotlight on this beautiful temple, which has a spotlight with inside of it, which is guiding you toward it. And then we have this beautiful heart, this green aura around her heart space. So don't be afraid to take on this role of leadership going into this time of transformation, and don't back away from what you're being called to do, which is do some internal healing, external, internal, in order to get into this energy of surrender and transformation. And then we have the Six of Winter, and this is challenging time. So there's this need of navigation out of navigation, because this is a cat on a boat. This need for navigation from, or slight relief from where you are now, right? So I think I have this feeling that you think you can't do this on your own. I need help. I can't do this on my own. I can't release. I can't let go. I can't step into this time of healing. I can't step. So I kind of feel like you're waiting for this particular person, this mentor, this lion, to come in and guide you through this time of enlightenment, surrendering, and transformation. And then we have the Queen of Winter. And this card pretty much says that your life experiences have prepared you for this time. Your life experiences have prepared you for this time. So now you are, so what Spirit is pretty much saying is that you're experienced enough. You have enough life experiences to be able to take this leadership role for yourself and navigate yourself away from what doesn't serve you into this time of enlightenment, right? Without allowing your current path to lead you astray, because we get distracted. We can be on this path of enlightenment forever because there are so many things in our outside world that distract us from taking the lead or taking charge or stepping into this time of enlightenment or leadership. And this again is calling for patience, and is calling to come from a place of gratitude, and having that attitude of gratitude, and allowing that winds of change to blow, and not allowing other people to distract you from it. I mean, look, this Kali could be going in its own little direction, right? We're focused on the Kali because this is where the winds of change are going into. But instead, the only thing that Kali is focused on is fighting with the other dog, playing this little tug of war thing, playing this tit for tat thing. I mean, really, is that the energy that we want to put into a time of surrendering and transformation? Or do we want to put in the energy of independence, of experience, of taking charge, of wisdom, right? And the rescue cat is all about removing its energy from this toxicity. So we have the King of Cups. So if there is someone coming in to help you move in this direction of enlightenment and surrender and transformation, it is someone who is perhaps a teacher or a guru, someone who is compassionate and loving, someone who desires to guide you into the future and not focus so much on these past situations here. Someone who will allow you to step into the energy of talking about your life experiences and how you can use them to step into this time of enlightenment and surrendering and moving past and closing all of this chaotic, toxic energy. Yeah. Walking away from what doesn't serve you emotionally, balancing it all out, and starting all over again. Starting all over again. So what I want to say about the Two of Pentacles is that sometimes we have a tendency to take on a little too much because we can't say no. We have a we want people to like us. We want people to admire us. We want people to appreciate us. So when people come up to us and say, "Oh, I need this done and this done and this done. Can you help me with that?" And then they pile that shit on your plate, and now you're trying to balance everything that you have going on right now and balance their shit. It doesn't give you time to step into this leadership role, or it doesn't give you time to go into this, conversation with this guru or with this spiritual coach or this life coach, right? It doesn't allow you the opportunity to do that. So you got to learn to say no. You got to learn to say, I can't deal with my shit and your shit and try to balance all of this out. So I feel that the best thing for me to do at this moment is to put down everything, pick up what only matters on your journey at the moment, and give everybody else back their shit, right? I am unable to take care of all of this at the moment. I have to focus on me. I have to focus on my journey. I have to show compassion toward myself. I have to show empathy toward myself. I have to step into this time of passion and renewal, step into this time of changing things about myself that are so toxic that they are now not allowing me to move forward into this time of enlightenment that then allows me to heal, that then allows me to surrender, that then allows me to go through this time of transformation. And I love the visual of the king of lions down there, the king of spring. Do you see the little birdie in the little bitty tree? I think that that's you. And you're getting guidance from this well-versed and experienced teacher. And I think that they are going to give you the courage to be self-sufficient, to come out of your shell, to come out of your shell, and to be, again, self-sufficient, self-reliant, and not so much reliant on other people to build you up because of everything that you've been through in the past, right? So the last card is this beautiful card of prosperity, and it's Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams in reality. And how do we manifest our dreams into reality? We surrender, and we go through this process of transformation. But the surrendering and transformation doesn't happen until we step into this time of enlightenment. We have to step into this time of healing. We have to step into this time of being focused on our healing and allowing that spotlight to illuminate where we need to be on our path at this moment. And I feel that that spotlight illuminates on your enlightenment journey first, right? So whomever you decide to go to start this journey, be it a guru, be it a spiritual advisor, be it a someone who deals in the spiritual side of psychiatry or psychology, whomever you go to, make sure that they are are first focused on letting you talk about your life experiences and releasing the burdens from the past and releasing the burdens from the present in order to give you the courage that you need to be able to surrender whatever it is that you need to surrender to step into this time of transformation, to step out of your shell, to move past all of this unnecessary chaos in your life and release any of that emotional baggage that you've been holding on to for so long that hasn't allowed you to be able to step into this time of enlightenment or surrender or transformation. And it isn't going to be an easy journey. It isn't going to be an easy journey, and it isn't going to happen overnight either. So make sure you're coming from an attitude of gratitude. Make sure that you are open and not resistant to any of this change. Make sure that you are open and not resistant to the help that you are being offered from others. Make sure that you are open and non-resistant to the passion and the creativity that surrounds you. Make sure you are open and non-resistant to letting go and moving forward. Make sure that you are open and non-resistant to be open to happy outcomes. Be open to the change around you. Be open to releasing the toxic energy of other people. Be open to releasing the need to explain yourself to others, to justify your, because I feel like for a long time, you stopped moving forward because you thought you had to justify your path, you had to justify your ideas, you had to justify your wants, needs, and desires to be out of this box, and then you stopped justifying, you stopped defending, you became comfortable and complacent, and here we are. So know that there is someone out there who desires to help you be more open, someone out there who desires to help you expand and become self-sufficient, someone out there who desires to help you tap into a time of enlightenment and transformation, someone out there who has empathy for your story and who is compassionate, so compassionate, and who wants to help you to walk out of this time, walk out of all this emotional energy that you're giving to everybody else and start thinking of you first. So know that you're divinely guided and loved. Know love, be love, give love, and come at this with an attitude of gratitude. Come at this with a time of releasing. Know that you're divinely guided and loved. And until next time, bye. All right. Good morning, pile number 4 or dice number 10. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. We are going to read the energies revolved around angel number 10. So number 10 carries the energies of both the number 1 and the number 0. Number 10 resonates with the vibration and energies of leadership, optimism, confidence, independence, creative powers, success, energy, originality, adaptability, determination, and individuality. The number 10 reduces to the single digit of 1, and number 1 resonates with the attributes of self-leadership and assertiveness, new beginnings and motivations, activity and progress, achievements and success. Number 1 also reminds us that we create our own realities with our beliefs, intentions, and actions. Number 0 is the number of the God force and universal energies and reinforces, amplifies, and magnifies the vibration of the number it appears with. Number 0 also relates to developing one's spiritual aspects. Angel number 10 is a message that you are receiving insights and guidance from your angels through your ideas, thoughts, visions, and feelings. Pay particular attention to your intuition at this time and take positive action as directed. Angel number 10 encourages you to move forward in your life with faith and trust that you are on the right path, and always have no fear as your angels guide and support you every step of the way. Have faith that your inner urgings are leading you to the right direction, and you will find future success and fulfillment on your own chosen path. Trust your angels and the universal energies. Angel number 10 brings a message to step forward in new direction and look to new beginnings with an optimistic and positive attitude, as they will prove to be auspicious and beneficial to you in many ways, now and in the future. So that was dice 10, dice number 10. So let's see what your cards are. So here you go. Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Now, I think we were just talking about the energies of number 10, which talked about the vibration of leadership, confidence, independence, creative power, success, energy, adaptability, determination, and individuality. So I feel this is all about turning all of that knowledge, all of that individuality and creativity, all of that independence and optimism and confidence and success and creative power, into turning all of that knowledge into wisdom as you move forward on your path. Look at that. Beautiful wolf. So your next two cards are Bear Spirit, Healing, and Moonlight Magic, and there's another wolf. So you guys could be connected to wolf energy, because we have it twice here. You could also be connected to the energy of the bear spirit as well. So the bear spirit is all about healing, and I love how the bear and the human connection. So usually when you have bear/human connections, there is this fear, right? This ornate fear that the human has of the bear. And sometimes the bear has of the human, but other times the bear using that interaction to benefit itself. So I think that there may have been times in your past where you have trusted others and they have shown their true colors and deceived you or hurt you or manipulated you into some way, and therefore your guidance is to turn that knowledge into wisdom and use the magic within yourself. Magic being connection to source, spirit, intuition, healing abilities, and wisdom, to make sure that those particular types of people and their energies are no longer have the opportunity to manifest in your life or to guide you down paths that are not in your best interest. We also have the full moon, I believe, coming in on the 14th. So pay close attention to the day of the 14th. Pay close attention to how you feel on this day. Pay close attention to your intuition. Pay close attention on the magic within. Pay close attention on how you feel spiritually on this day. Listen to your intuition, and if you're guided to do a particular spell work to enhance that magic and enhance the wisdom and enhance the healing, then by all means express yourself through the magic within. So let's see. So we have the 10 of Autumn, and we have this beautiful family, and they are very content. And contentment comes with knowing that you are secure and your family is secure, and your financial needs are being met. And I think that by using that moonlight enchantment, by using that magic within and turning what you know into wisdom, that you are able to open this door of manifestation and abundance and security for you and your family. We also talk about the number 10, the energies of leadership and confidence and success, and it encourages you to go forward with your life with faith and trust that you are on the right path. It also talks about being optimistic about the new beginnings, and know that you are being provided for now and you will be provided for in the future. So we also have the Nine of Spring. This is all about how hard you have been working in regards to your healing work, how hard you've been working in regards to turning your knowledge into wisdom, how hard you've been working on manifesting that magic within and also expressing that magic within, how hard you've been working to be put in a place of security and financial abundance, not only for you, but your family or your friends or those people who matter to you. The Nine of Spring is also about creating an impressive and an environment of worthiness and protection, right? And how hard you have to work in order to create this very impressive home, or this very impressive energy, or this very impressive path that you're on. And then we have the dragonfly. And the dragonfly is about focusing on your spirituality, being focused upon that you are divinely guided, connected, and loved, being focused upon that you are that you should be in a time of being positive. And let's think about what the dragonfly does and how the dragonfly navigates and how the dragonfly moves up, down, side to side. It's never in a straight line. It's never within the box. The dragonfly looks for ways to navigate and looks for ways to thrive. And if you know how dragonfly babies are born, it's in water, stagnant, standing water, and they transform out of that stagnant, standing water into something beautiful and mystical and magical. So I feel that you have this opportunity to focus upon that mystical and that magical and that wisdom and healing and knowledge, and not allowing the energies of others that try to bombard you with uncertainty to interrupt this growth, if that makes sense. So the dragonfly is also about the positive outlook that you have on life by stepping into your wisdom and the magic within and the healing and what you have acquired for yourself. I think it makes it easier for you to move forward with obtaining that knowledge and working with the magic within yourself and the healing within yourself as well. So let's look at the tarot cards that we have here. So I just want to bust out really quick the Tower card. And the Tower card in the tarot is one of my favorite cards. And the reason why it's one of my favorite cards, because the Tower lets me know if I am where I should be and if I'm not. And if I feel that if I start neglecting that knowledge or wisdom within, or the healing or the magic or the time and effort it takes to step into this time of abundance and step into this time of change and step into this time of finding that new direction for myself. The Tower card has the ability to kind of throw it in your face, like this, and blows everything to shit. So you have no other option but to start building off of a new solid foundation. The Tower card takes everything that no longer serves its purpose in your life and throws it, it's like, you ever play that game? So you draw a circle and you have all of these things in your hands, and you throw everything up, and everything that lands in the circle you keep, and everything that lands outside of the circle you disregard. The Tower card is like that. The Tower card throws everything up in the air, and everything that doesn't serve your purpose lands on the outside of that circle, and that's where it stays. And everything that lands in that circle of protection is where you need to be, is what you should be working on, is where you should be going, is the path that you should be following. So there is this opportunity for you to turn all of this knowledge that you have created for yourself into wisdom. But I am compelled to say that it starts with the healing and the magic within yourself, right? And there's also this need for you to release any type of control, because wolves, um, wolves, I feel have this hierarchy, right? This pecking order, if you will. And I think sometimes there are people in our lives who want to be that alpha, male or female. And when they are around you, you have a tendency to kind of shut down and kind of back your energy off, because this person is so alpha, or what's the female version? Alpha male, omega, is that it? I'm not sure. But be it male or female, their energy or their strength or their power is so intense that you just kind of shut down, and you don't, you are not as powerful as you have the potential of being when you're around these certain people. You're not as magical, as powerful, as wise. It's kind of like you turn into somebody different, right? And I think that the Tower will have this potential, this ability to cast those people out of your life, so you are able to be the dominant one in your own life and able to make the decisions that you need to make. So with one door closing and another door opening and the Tower involved, I think that the door that's closing are all of the things in your life that no longer serve you at this time. And if that's people, if that is a mindset, if that is how you think about yourself, if that is opportunities, situations, and environments that aren't beneficial for you and that don't serve your purpose, then these are all the things that we must release and let go in order for us to be in this position of healing and working, doing what we need to do to provide for ourselves and our family. You also have the Page of Wands. So I feel that there are messages. There's a few messages coming in. I feel there's the Page of Wands, and this is that message of creativity, message of passion. So you're very passionate about this transformation. You're very passionate about, I don't think you feel fear the Tower card. I think you're very passionate about this change and Spirit's intervention in this change. Spirit helping you push these people through the door that is closing, and then opening this new door for you to where you're able to meet people who you can relate to on a spiritual, magical, healing level. And there's also the Knight of Cups, and I feel that there may be someone coming in, or this may be you learning to love yourself again, or someone coming in to profess a love for you, but I don't think it's a type of physical love. I think it's more of compassion and empathy than a physical romantical. I mean, I'm sure it could be something that turns into physical and romantical, but I feel like right now it's more of a friendship, a helping hand kind of thing. And then the last card that we have is outdoors. Go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature. And let me just point out that the wolf is outside, the bear is outside, the gazelle is outside, the family of dogs is outside, the dragonfly is outside. So I feel that you very much connect with nature. You very much connect with the animal world, the animal kingdom, the animal planet. You very much connect with trees or the forest, You're very much connect with just having your feet in the dirt, on the grass, in the ground, however that may be. And I feel that's kind of um, where you get your spiritual energy slash magic from. But I also feel like there's a part of you that may be more of an introvert since the whole COVID thing. So now it's like this push to get you back to hiking or camping or going on day trips to the beach or the woods or the mountains or the forest or any of that. Just getting you, stepping out of that complacency or stepping out of that um, uncertainty or stepping out of that introvertedness and getting back out to nature, back around your friends, back around people who you resonate with, back around people who have the same things in common with you, as opposed to being around people who are very dominant and inclined to be very dominant and make your choices for you. This is you stepping into your own wolf spirit, wolf magic, and making these decisions for yourself and getting outside and really becoming one, communing with nature. And I think that will give you the strength, power, magic, wisdom you need for when this Wheel of Fortune comes, you stepping into a time of luck, of fortune, of one door closing, another door opening, of you stepping into a time of accepting the energy of the Tower, releasing, letting go, and then being very vocal and verbal about your newfound independence, your newfound security, your newfound strength, your newfound abundance, your newfound prosperity, your newfound companion, your newfound friends, your newfound trust and faith and hope and spirit and source and self. So this looks like to be a very fun, though interesting journey for you. Deck pile number 4, dice 10. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. Know love, be love, give love. Know that you have many opportunities in front of you, and you're being guided to give each and every one of them a try. And know it's going to take some time to get back into the swing of things, but you'll get there. I have faith in you. Know that you're divinely guided and loved. Until next time, take care of you.